All right. Hey, everyone. Let's adjust that real quick. Adjust that awkwardly placed webcam. Always hard to get a perfect angle on that, but whatever. All right. So, hey, guys. Sorry for the delay here. We just had to get a few things taken care of with payment for teams, but that is all fine, set, taken care of now. So we're all good there. We will give it a minute or two before we start the broadcast, since there was a bit of a delay and we just want to give people a little more time to show up. But yeah, around like 10:21, 10:22, we will get started. So yeah, blaster case, full case, 16 boxes, 2018 Allen and Ginter baseball. We do still have the unsold teams posted at the top of the live chat there. So last call on those if anyone's interested. If not, no worries. We will proceed anyway. And yeah, we'll just give it another 2 minutes or so, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, let's go ahead and show off the new case here. Give that a whirl or two. It's getting 2 whirls. All right. That's cool. That's fun. Speaking of fun, this break tonight, am I right? If it's anything like the Allen and Ginter cases we've had recently, it is going to be off the lit, savage, hizzle, whatever kids say these days. It's going to be good, is the important thing. We're going to get some fun, cool, rare, good stuff. Yeah, that is going to happen. So, yeah, last call for the unsold teams. Had a decent number of them tonight. So, yeah, if not, though, no problem. And once it hits 10:21, we will bust this open. Not wait any longer. Oh, it just did. Okay. Here we go, guys. Sorry to keep you all waiting. We're all set now. We're good to go. Good luck to all. Break will be fun. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll check just after the break for the payment, but I'll go ahead and type that out. So this is the PayPal address, and I will check after the break just to make sure that went through. Wilson, who do you already have tonight? Get out of there. All right, Mets and Pirates. So, gotcha. And Mariners, and yeah, a few others. Just wanted to match it up with the name here. So I will write that down. J. Rida for, what was it? Cleveland, Texas, Toronto, and the other one, Detroit. Okay, awesome. So yeah. All right, let's get all these boxes out of the larger box. Yeah, I don't like stacking them up quite that high. All right, there we go. Let's push that back, give ourselves some space, some room. And all right. Now we are all set. But yeah, any of the other unsold teams, just really quickly. Like really quickly. Before we start reviewing cards. so here we go, guys. Box number 1. Good luck to all. Should be a fun break. Let's do this. All right. So, starting off, we're going to have a mini for the Pittsburgh Pirates here. Phil Coyne, PNC Park usher, longtime usher at various Pittsburgh stadia. J. Rida 2491 for that one. Ichiro World Talent for Seattle for the M's, and J. Rida as well. Or I'll just say Wilson. That's easier to say, fewer syllables. Mike Clevenger, Allen and Ginter back mini for Cleveland and Wilson. Baseball sweater, Babe Ruth Yankee sweater there, the Will 326. Shohei Ohtani, base rookie for the LA Angels, Route Vargas 0. Mitch Haniger mini for Seattle and Wilson. Johnny Bench, Fantasy Goldmine for Cincinnati. Reds were unsold. Excuse me. Beer Pong, Exotic Sports Mini, and Paradise Island, World's Greatest Beaches, both non-sports, both for the Will. Welcome back, man. Kenley Jansen, Black Border Mini for the LA Dodgers. That's Hans Lucasfilm. Carlos Correa, World Talent for the Stros. Kyle Sparg. Postage required. Stamp card, Post Office, Mauritius. Not sure if that's how it's pronounced. And Mimos, Magnificent Moons for the Will. Ted Williams mini for the Boston Red Sox, Allen and Ginter back. Irvin 412, Chipper Jones, Atlanta Braves, and Loba 0. Indigenous Heroes, Koshise. Keep pulling that card and I never look up how to pronounce that. Gotta confirm that. And Modern Baseball. Baseball Equipment of the Ages. Good band. All right, box number 2. Hey man, welcome. Yeah. Hopefully this can be a big one. I mean, for the Houston Astros, man, we've gotten some really nice stuff out of this before. In that ridiculous super case, like about a month ago, we got the mini glossy 1 of 1 for Alex Bregman. Oh, I agree to 10. You can still send just 10 if you want. No worries either way. World's Hottest Peppers. That is the Carolina Reaper for the Will. And a Gleyber Torres World Talent rookie from Venezuela for the New York Yankees, the Will 326. Mangas Coloradas, Indigenous Heroes, and Baseball Donut. Ryan Sandberg mini for the Chicago Cubs, Allen and Ginter back. That is Watchman, 7119. Also, another Sandberg right behind that one, Fantasy Goldmine. for the Cubbies. Exotic Sports Roller Derby, South Beach. Dominic Smith, mini rookie for the New York Mets, and Wilson. Mike Trout, World Talent, USA. Ralph Bardazero. Scott Kingery, mini for the Philadelphia Phillies. Watchman, Titan, Magnificent Moons of the Will. Daniel Murphy, mini for the Nats. And Sox versus Cards. Mariano Rivera, Fantasy Goldmine for the Yankees. The Will. Adrian Beltre, mini, Allen and Ginter back for the Texas Rangers. And Wilson, Modern Bat equipment card. All right. All right, starting with box 3. We have a Carlos Rodon mini for the White Sox, Allen and Ginter back. Sox were unsold. Chris Davis, World Talent, Mexico for the Oakland A's. Osiris Sin. Geronimo, Indigenous Heroes. Vintage Bat. Ronald Acuna Jr., base rookie for the Atlanta Braves. First one for him, Antelope 0. And Antelope. Jackie Robinson mini for the Brooklyn Dodgers, LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm, and another 1-2 combo there. First Sandberg and now Jackie. Fantasy Goldmine for that second one. Ultimate Exotic Sports, Bondi Beach. Jake Arrieta mini for the Philadelphia Phillies, and Watchman, Adrian Beltre, World Talent, Texas Rangers, and Wilson. Ryan Braun mini, Allen and Ginter back for the Milwaukee Brewers, Skyline 25, Ganymede, Magnificent Moons. Julio Urias mini, LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm, George Brett, Fantasy Goldmine for KC, Royals were unsold. Jimmy Nelson, Black Border mini for the Milwaukee Brewers, Skyline 25, and Modern Catcher's Mask. Yeah, I always notice with these breaks that within every box, like all of the packs, all the inserts and whatnot are always in the same order. The order changes from case to case. Like usually it's like the World Talent insert. This time, the last card is always a baseball equipment of the ages card. That's not really interesting. I just thought I would point that out. So I have got to pass the dead time in between these boxes somehow, some way. But yeah, y'all are up for any other collation observations on game. Okay, I'm just going to check on breakers, make sure that was so good. I was only like 99% sure that I had actually started the broadcast there, so just wanted to confirm and make sure. All right, so here we go. Next up, Lucas Giolito mini for the Chicago White Sox, Allen and Ginter back. Sox were unsold. Julio Urias, world talent for the LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm, Mexico. Ben Nighthorse Campbell, Indigenous Heroes, Trunk Bay. Honus Wagner mini for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Wilson, Derek Jeter Fantasy Gold Mine for the Yankees and the Will. His WAR was that high on offense, 96.3. Isn't his career WAR like 70 something? Hot dog eating contest, Exotic Sports. Europa, Magnificent Moons. Here's a nice mini, Shohei Ohtani for the LA Angels. Rookie card mini there. That is going to Ralph Vargas 0. Jarrell Cotton, world talent for the Oakland A's, U.S. Virgin Islands. Mini here, Allen and Ginter back for Ben LeCompte. And the Will. Vintage Catcher's Mitt equipment card. Gregory Polanco, Allen and Ginter back for Pittsburgh and Wilson. Hank Aaron Fantasy Gold Mine for the Bravos and a Loba 0. Yulieski Gurriel, Black Border Mini for the Houston Astros, Kyle Sparg, and Paradise Island, World's Greatest Beaches. Yeah. All right. Oh, looks like we got something framed right on top here. So yeah, I was kind of surprised we hadn't had our first hit yet, but it looks like it is coming up and it is going to be on a frame. So let's see what we got here. All right, we have a framed rookie autograph here for Max Fried of the Atlanta Braves. So a nice framed rookie auto there, Max Fried and Atlanta. That is going to and Loba 0. So the Braves are on the board with an auto. Kevin Pillar mini for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Wilson, Chris Bryant, USA World Talent, Watchmen, and the Cubs. For the Cincinnati Reds, Luis Castillo mini. Reds were unsold. Excuse me. Titan, Magnificent Moons. Miguel Andujar rookie for the New York Yankees and the Will. Brunette Odor mini for the Texas Rangers and Wilson. Ricky Henderson Fantasy Gold Mine, Oakland A's. Roberto Clemente, Allen and Ginter back. Pittsburgh Pirates and Wilson. Eye Black equipment card. Quidditch Exotic Sports. Sue Lin, World Talent from Taiwan for the Boston Red Sox. And Irvin 412. Josh Harrison, Black Border Mini for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That is going to Wilson. Bora Bora, World's Greatest Beaches. I have a Black Border Mini rookie here for Zach Granite for the Minnesota Twins. Lots of black borders here. That is, the Twins were unsold. Jimmy Fox, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Bo Sox, Irvin 412. And one more pack here. We have World's Hottest Peppers, Pepper X. And IO, Magnificent Moons for the Will. All right, so here we go. Looks like we have something thicker on top of this box as well. Yes, we do. All right, we have a relic hit here, a bat card, looks like, for Todd Frazier for the New York Mets. So, Wilson, we got a relic card here, Todd Frazier bat for Mr. Met. Dustin Fowler, mini rookie card for Oakland, and Osiris Sin. Xander Bogaerts, World Talent for the Red Sox. Irvin. John Smoltz, Black Border Mini for the Atlanta Braves. And Loba Zero. Miranda, Magnificent Moons. Flags of Lost Nations, West Germany. Wade Boggs, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Red Sox, Irvin 412. Not really a lost nation. They kind of gained, if anything, but no politics tonight. All right, belly flopping, Exotic Sports. The Will 326. Batting helmet, Minnesota Twins helmet. Twins were unsold, so I'll just throw that in with the non-teams then. Usually I like to go by logos, but if they didn't sell, then that's not a problem. Corey Seager mini, Allen Ginter bat for the LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm, and also for the Dodgers from Cuba, Nozel Puig. Indigenous Heroes Chief Seattle, and World's Greatest Beaches Trunk Bay. Clayton Kershaw mini for the LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm, Roberto Clemente, Pittsburgh Pirates Fantasy Gold Mine, and Wilson. Total zone runs 204. Not sure what that means exactly. Yonder Alonso mini for the Cleveland Indians, and Wilson, and Europa Magnificent Moons. Yeah, like I fully believe in sabermetrics, but I don't know that much about it personally. So I know there's like zone ratings from defense, and zone runs created might have to do with like contact or something. I don't know for sure, but I assume 204 is a good number of those to have. I never actually look at those stats on those cards. I should. All right, so 6 down, 10 to go. All right, so here we go, box number 7. Oh, I showed that right. All right, we got another relic card right on top here. Another bat relic here, this time Justin Upton for the LA Angels. So Route Vargas 0, you're on the board with a relic hit as well. Justin Upton, bat card, LAA. DD Gregorius mini for the New York Yankees. The Will for that one, Jose Abreu, World Talent from Cuba for the White Sox. They were unsold. Hunter Pence mini, San Francisco Giants, unsold. Titan, Magnificent Moons. Kenta Maeda mini for the LA Dodgers, Hans Lucasfilm. Bob Gibson, Fantasy Gold Mine for St. Louis, and Wilson. His WAR would have been over 100. He was like crazy historically dominant. I guess kind of not for that long though. Andrelton Simmons mini, Allen and Ginter bat for the LA Angels, Route Vargas 0, the Catch Glove equipment card. Exotic Sports Cheese Rolling. And World Talent rookie card for Shohei Ohtani. So another Ohtani for the LA Angels. That is Route Vargas 0 from Japan, of course. Sandy Alcantara mini for the Miami Marlins. Marlins were unsold. Bora Bora, World's Greatest Beaches. Ty Cobb, Black Border mini for the Detroit Tigers and Wilson. Roger Clemens Fantasy Gold Mine for the Red Sox, Irvin 412. Yeah, no, that's a WAR I believe he had. 139.6. Oh my goodness. No talking about a no-hitter. Baseball superstitions. That is the Detroit Tigers there. So Wilson and Io, Magnificent Moons. next year they should do a set for non-magnificent moons. Just like the lamest, stupidest, most pathetic moons in the universe. They're not even round. They don't even have a stable structure. They don't orbit around anything, you know, just the worst moons. And that's why I am not on Tops's payroll. All right, moving on. Box number 8. What is that face? Oh, laughing. That's a laughing face? That looks horrifying. Oh my god, YouTube, use better emojis. Seriously, that's like it's a very, very, that's not a laughing face. That is a very creepy duck just staring into your soul. All right, anyway, moving on. Sorry. All right, box number 8 now. Let's see what we got. Champ Peterson mini for the Will. Albert Pujols, World Talent, Dominican Republic for the LA Angels, and Route Vargas 0. Babe Ruth mini for the Yankees. And the Will. Bases are indeed baseball equipment. Michael Rappaport mini. And Don Mattingly, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Yankees, both for the Will. Andrew Stevenson mini, rookie card, Allen and Ginter back for the Nationals, and Sox versus Cards. Cozumel, World's Greatest Beaches. Drone Racing, Exotic Sports. Brandon Nimmo from Italy, World Talent for the New York Mets, and Wilson. Todd Frazier for the New York Mets, mini there. Also Wilson, Miranda, Magnificent Moons. Luis Gohara, Black Border mini for the Atlanta Braves. And Loba 0. Pedro Martinez, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Red Sox. And Irvin. No talking about no hitter. Another one there for Detroit. And Wilson, Modern Cleats, equipment card. All right, halfway through now. Yeah, I'm making all right time here. We did start a little late. It looks like looks like I'll have to get started like right after I sign off with getting things ready for the next break. But that's all right. Oh yeah, there's a next break, by the way. Subtle self-advertisement right there. here we go. Starting with the second half now. It looks like we do have another relic right on top here. So this is going to be a jersey card for Andrew McCutchen of the San Francisco Giants. It looks like the Giants were unsold. AJ Pollock mini for Arizona, Allen and Ginter back. Diamondbacks were unsold. For the Seattle Mariners, that is Erasmo Ramirez from Nicaragua. That's going to Wilson. Cryptocurrency. Sitting Bull, Indigenous Heroes mini. Triton, Magnificent Moons. Carlos Gonzalez mini for the Colorado Rockies. Rockies were unsold. Al Kaline, Fantasy Gold Mine for Detroit. And Wilson. Rhys Hoskins rookie for Philly. Ultimate Exotic Sports. Pitch Counter Equipment Card. Biz Marquee, oh yeah. Rafael Devers rookie for the Red Sox. Garrett Richards mini for the LA Angels. Ralph Vargas Zero. Pedro Martinez World Talent, Boston Red Sox. Victor Caratini mini for the Chicago Cubs, Allen and Ginter back. And Watchmen. Harbor Island, World's Greatest Beaches. Jenho Sang mini for the Chicago Cubs. And Watchmen. Barry Larkin Fantasy Gold Mine, Cincinnati Reds. Reds were unsold. Tyler Mahle, Black Border rookie for Cincinnati. Reds were unsold. And the Moon, most magnificent of all the moons. The Moon. Let's see, if I had to name the most magnificent moons in the world, I would say the Moon is number one. Titan's pretty legit. Jackie Moon is pretty cool. Sailor Moon, not bad. Whalers on the Moon, I don't know. Oh man, I am running out of ideas to talk about things. So if there's anything you randomly want me to state my opinion about, feel free to let me know in the chat, and I will ramble inanely about it. Anything at all. But first, box number 10. Let's see what we got. Well, one thing we got was a framed card, so that's cool. That's promising. Right on top, of course, just like all the hits here have been. Oh, that is a harsh first question to ask there, but I will get to that. All right, so first we have a framed jersey card for Andrew Benintendi of the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, throwing me into the fire right away. So a nice Benintendi jersey card here. That is going to Irvin 412 in Boston. Wearing the same helmet, Superstitions card. Houston Astros, Kyle Sparg. Aroldis Chapman, World Talent from Cuba for the New York Yankees. Crazy Horse, Indigenous Heroes. Mimas, Magnificent Moons. Biz Marquee Mini. Allen and Ginter back for the Will. Yomar Garcia Parra, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Red Sox. Emerson Bader, St. Louis. Hot Dog Eating Contest, Exotic Sports Mini. Bases, Baseball Equipment Card. Ian Happ mini for the Chicago Cubs and Watchmen. Clayton Kershaw, World Talent, USA for the LA Dodgers. And Hans Lucasfilm. We have a mini here for the Marine National Monument. Roatan, World's Greatest Beaches. Will Myers mini for the San Diego Padres. San Diego was unsold. Ty Cobb Fantasy Gold Mine for Detroit and Wilson. Bill James mini, Allen and Ginter back for the Will, and Phobos Magnificent Moons. All right, but yes, the most important existential question of our time. DH in the NL? I am against it. Call me old-fashioned because I'm normally not with most things, but I like the challenge of having to find a pitcher who can hit. You know, have 9 positions, commit to them, have the hitting ability of a pitcher factor into their overall value, you know. I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it. It's not the end of the world if there's a DH, you know. I mean, I'm a fan of the Baltimore Orioles, so involving pitchers in any extra capacity than what they're already given is a disaster for us. Like, half of our team was DHs last year, so out of self-interest, I would say, yeah, keep the DH, but overall, probably more against it than for. But again, not as huge of an existential deal as it is for everyone else. Oh my God, we literally kept signing DHs though and tried to put them somewhere on defense. It was a disaster. Yeah, anything that enables extremely long baseball games, I'm all for. I just love it when a game goes on forever. Not even that I enjoy watching it, it's just hilarious. All right, box number 11, Yannis Cespedes mini for the New York Mets, Allen and Ginter back. Wilson. Erasmo Ramirez, World Talent for the Seattle Mariners. And Wilson. Indigenous Heroes, Sitting Bull. Baseball hat equipment card. Jose Altuve mini, Houston Astros. Kyle Sparg. Al Kaline, Fantasy Gold Mine. Detroit Tigers. Wilson. Exotic Sports, Cheese Rolling. Bondi Beach. Jack Flaherty rookie, St. Louis. Pedro Martinez mini for the Boston Red Sox and Irvin. And this is a trend here. Same player for a mini and an insert. Always like Hall of Famers too. So 2 Pedros in a row there. Second one being World Talent, both for the Red Sox. There he is, Tommy Wiseau. Mini, Allen and Ginter back. Ganymede, Magnificent Moons. Rafael Devers, rookie for the Red Sox. German Marquez, mini for Colorado. Rockies were unsold. Barry Larkin, Fantasy Gold Mine. Reds were unsold. Rhys Hoskins, rookie. We have a black border mini here for Claire Smith. And the Will, and a Fungo bat. was a mini in there. Occasionally they get trapped in there, but all right, maybe I just didn't see it. Or maybe they messed up. All right, box 12. Josh Hader mini for the Milwaukee Brewers. Skyline 25. Giannis Cespedes World Talent, for the New York Mets. And Wilson. Black Border mini Bill James. And Bora Bora. World's Hottest Peppers, Primo. Roberto Alomar, Fantasy Goldmine, Cleveland Indians. That is Wilson. Drone Racing, Exotic Sports, and IO. Lots of IOs here. Jason Hayward mini for the Chicago Cubs, Allen and Ginter back. Watchman. Masahiro Tanaka, World Talent, New York Yankees. The Will. Pitch Counter, Equipment Card. Kelsey Plum mini. Jim Thome Fantasy Goldmine for Cleveland, Wilson. Also for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia, mini rookie. And Bondi Beach, World's Greatest Beaches. So Wilson and Will for those last two. 4 more to go. Whit Merrifield mini for KC. Royals were unsold. David Ortiz World Talent, Dominican Republic, Irvin and the Red Sox. Here's a nice one, a Black Border mini rookie card, Miguel Andujar for the New York Yankees and the Will. Bora Bora Beach card. Flags of Lost Nations, East Germany. So we have the pairing there in the same break. Frank Thomas, Fantasy Goldmine for the Shy Sox. They were unsold. Disc Golf. And another IO. There's some kind of tops of Netflix conspiracy to get me to watch that movie. Miguel Cabrera mini for Detroit. Allen and Ginter back. Wilson, Yohan Moncada, World Talent, White Sox, unsold. Maria Tallchief, Indigenous Heroes, Modern Catcher's Mitt. Victor Robles, rookie for the Nats. Ty Cobb mini for Detroit. Oh, okay. All right, look at that. We got a Brooklyn back here. Huge short print, number 9 of 25. And what a player to get it for. Whoa, this is awesome, guys. Ty Cobb, Brooklyn back for the Detroit Tigers, who were initially unsold, but picked up by Wilson there. So I think that's going to be worth your while there, man. Brooklyn back, Ty Cobb, first-tier Hall of Famer, 9 out of 25. I don't know what his jersey number was, but it could be 9. I'm not sure. But yeah, Wilson, how about that? Congrats, man. Awesome Brooklyn back there. We've been getting a lot of those recently. Like, I'm not sure what the odds normally are, but they seem to be showing up in most cases, whereas they didn't early on. So, yeah. All right, there we go. Ty Cobb, Brooklyn out of 25 for Detroit, and Wilson. Awesome hit there, man. Let's finish up this box here. Ichiro, Fantasy Gold Mine for the M's, and also Wilson. Ernie Banks mini for the Chicago Cubs, and Watchman and Bondi Beach. Millions of beaches here in this break. So many beach cards, more than I can take. Yeah, I'll be waiting by my phone. Record labels. All right, so yeah, let's keep that momentum going. Maybe another certain kind of short print like last time, or the time before that. Maybe another nice auto. Maybe a very low numbered auto. Let's see. Maybe a booklet. Who knows? Not counting on that happening again necessarily, because I saw the odds and those were not common. But hey, who knows? All right, here we go. Will Clark mini for the San Francisco Giants. Giants were unsold. Yenis Cespedes, World Talent, New York Mets, Jay Rida. Garrett Cole, Black Border Mini. Houston Astros, but yeah, Jay Rida, Wilson. That one, Garrett Cole, goes to Kyle Sparg. The Catch Glove. Flags of Lost Nations, Republic of Salo. Roberto Alomar, Fantasy Gold Mine, Cleveland Indians, Wilson. Belly Flopping, Exotic Sports, Venice Beach. Brian McCann mini for the Houston Astros, Allen and Ginter back. Kyle Sparg. Masahiro Tanaka, World Talent from Japan for the Yankees, the Will. Indigenous Heroes, Blackhawk. Triton. Magnificent Moons. Same Song Park mini for the Will. Jim Thome, Fantasy Gold Mine for Cleveland and Wilson. Luis Severino mini, New York Yankees, the Will, and Vintage Baseball equipment. All right, so is 11:15 now. Totally shameless plug for my next break coming up, by the way. Auction's ending in about 10 minutes or so for blaster case of 2018 Heritage High Number Baseball. So get in on that, y'all. Or don't. No problem either way. But yeah, as soon as I sign off here, as soon as we're done, I got to jump right into that. Where did they end up? The Alliance of American Football. I don't even know anymore. I am just totally drained on all of that. I mean, as long as they don't go to the Yankees or the Red Sox, then I'm happy. I don't mind. I guess Machado's going to be a Padre apparently now, and Harper's going to be a Giant. So yeah, there we go. Let's go with that. That's what people were expecting the whole time. So I don't know. Maybe they should just like form their own baseball league with blackjack. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Second to last box. Shohei Ohtani, base rookie, another one for the LA Angels, and Route Vargas 0. World's Hottest Peppers, 7-pot Dougla for the Will. Salvador Perez, World Talent from Venezuela for KC. Royals were unsold. Hiawatha, Indigenous Heroes. Bay of Angels, World's Greatest Beaches. Tommy Pham, mini for the St. Louis Cardinals. Allen and Ginter back for Wilson. Ted Williams, Fantasy Gold Mine for the Bo Sox and Irvin. Sumo Wrestling, Exotic Sports. Enceladus, Magnificent Moons. Home Run Challenge, Paul Goldschmidt for Arizona. Diamondbacks were unsold. Andrew Benintendi, mini for the Boston Red Sox and Irvin. Shin-Soo Choo, World Talent from South Korea for Texas and Wilson. Aaron Alther, mini for the Philadelphia Phillies. Watchman, Eye Black, equipment card. John Lester, mini for the Chicago Cubs. And Watchman, Nolan Ryan, Fantasy Gold Mine, Texas Rangers. And Wilson, 6.6 hits per 9 innings pitched. I'm not sure how good that is exactly. Another one I have to look up. Garrett Cooper, mini rookie, Allen and Ginter back for the Miami Marlins. They were unsold. And Cozumel, World's Greatest Beaches. All right, one more box to go, so let's close out with a bang here. Yeah, man, you bet. Absolutely. But hey, present tense, this is fun because we are not done yet. Come on. Come on, ghosts of whoever Allen and Ginter were. Bless us with something epic on this final box of this break. Yeah, I assume they were Josh Allen and Keith Ginter. They were the ones who made this in like 1850 or whatever. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what we got. World's Hottest Peppers, Pepper X. Aroldis Chapman, World Talent, New York Yankees, The Will. Crazy Horse, Indigenous Heroes, Bay of Angels. Chris Davis mini for the Oakland A's, Allen and Ginter back, Osiris Sin, Nomar, Fantasy Goldmine, Irvin and the Red Sox. Roller Derby, Exotic Sports, Enceladus, Magnificent Moons. Yazel Puig, mini for the LA Dodgers, and Clayton Kershaw, World Talent for the Dodgers. Hans Lucasfilm. Wilson Contreras mini, Chicago Cubs, Watchman, Catching Shin Guards, Equipment card. Hanley Ramirez mini, Boston Red Sox, Irvin. Ty Cobb, MVP for tonight's break, Fantasy Goldmine for Detroit and Wilson. And one more pack to go here. We have a Jose Altuve mini, Allen and Ginter back for the Astros, Kyle Sparg, and Cozumel, World's Greatest Beaches. All right, everyone. Well, that does it for the Allen and Ginter break for tonight. We do have coming up in an hour, auctions ending right now, the Heritage High Number break 2018, in case y'all are interested in that. Either way, should be pretty busy this weekend, just getting everything prepared to be mailed out on Monday or Tuesday at the latest, but I'm already making pretty good progress with last night's breaks in terms of getting shipped, so those should go out sooner rather than later. But yeah, thank you guys, newcomers and returnees alike. Hope all of you had fun tonight. Hope your teams did well, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Later.